Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the center, locking down the middle. Now, here's Mitchell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Caldwell-Pope.
I just don't know how you defend Donovan Mitchell. He's a dangerous offensive player, and he's learning how to get to the free throw line.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. The entire offseason leading up to tonight, Steve, as a player, do you already know if your team has a chance to be special this early?
You know, Kevin, yeah, you do. And I think the teams that I've been on and teams that you see and saying we don't have a chance to win, you try to trick yourself. You're looking at management and ownership. Can we make a deal throughout this year to get us in contention? But you got to be realistic. You know the team that you don't have a chance to win a championship.
And you ask around, his coaches and teammates love Donovan Mitchell. The way he carries himself, really infectious, upbeat, but also a born competitor.
And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Conley scanning the floor. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Andre Drummond with the wingspan of 7'6". It's going to be hard to get it over him.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Utah with the ball after the basket by Los Angeles. And Bogdanovich kicks to Conley. To the inside, Mitchell. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one. And going into the 2017 draft, Mitchell was a sleeper. Maybe even bragged to himself he wasn't sure he was ready to make that leap.
And you know, Kevin, it was the NBA players he was working out with in the summertime who told him, man, you're ready right now. And a season that saw him second in Rookie of the Year votes validated that and built his confidence.
Lakers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
One shot.
Free throw good, James.
When Gordon Hayward left the Jazz 3 summers ago, some expected a rebuild. Instead, they hit gold with Donovan Mitchell and kept on trucking.
Now, here is O'Neal. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Here's Conley. Changes up. And Gobert with the lay-in.
See, this is where the better conditioning comes in. Rudy Gobert able to stay active.
Davis, the pass to James. Over Bogdanovich, cans the 12-footer. LeBron's got 7 points. And the heartbreak over losing Hayward, short-lived. But the Jazz still needed to learn from it.
Very important that the Jazz retain the stars they developed. I think there were some lessons learned along the way.
Here is Conley, following the basket by LeBron James. Nice shot by Gobert. Gobert's got his second bucket.
Rudy Gobert getting it done off contact. Love the increase in his focus on the offensive end.
Now here's Schroeder. That's tipped. James. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
James against O'Neal. Down low. Shot from 12. The shot comes out, and it's the Lakers the other way. Last time they met was in Utah, where they beat the Jazz.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
They wreaked havoc on the defensive end and really held the pace of the game in their favor for the entire game.
Here's Conley. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. At the top of the key, Gobert. Kicks it to Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. James, the pass to Schroeder. Dishes it to Drummond. Five on the clock. From deep, James. And the Lakers get it back. And Davis puts it in.
Beating everyone to the board, using his length, his skill set, the big fella AD, getting it done.
Conley against Schroeder. From outside the arc. Here's Gobert. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Gobert's got his third bucket of the night.
And the D getting out work there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get. With the flexibility to adjust at the rim, Drummond can catch the pass almost anywhere and still throw it down.
Conley dishes to Mitchell. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to O'Neal. 6 to shoot. Back to Conley. The 3-ball.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
Who's watching here?
Bogdanovich against Davis. Second chance effort. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Rockets. Schroeder looking over the floor, trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Gobert with the block.
You got to keep your head on a swivel when you go up against Rudy Gobert.
Conley against Caldwell Pope. Here's the 3. Another miss by Conley.
Can you believe it? He's missed every shot he's taken, yet this team still continues to hold the lead.
With his first shot attempt, that shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. It's Gobert with the ball for the Jazz. Here's Mitchell. It's not going to go for him. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. LeBron passes to Caldwell Pope. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
Free throw good from Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
Conley against Schroeder. And Davis sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. against Caldwell Pope. Mitchell kicks to Conley. Pocket 6.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
And he makes the first. Even when plays, Steve, aren't being run for them, certain guys always get a lot of their points on tip-ins and putbacks. They're always right there. Who catches your eye in that category?
Andre Drummond, for sure, Kevin. He's phenomenal on the offensive glass. Rudy Gobert, Al Horford, he gets those timely tip-ins.
He does, you're right.
And look at another guy is Whiteside. When he's engaged, he can. Marvin Bagley is a newer name, and he's fantastic at that as well.
Now, here's LeBron. We saw him with 29 points last game.
Small stature, no matter. Conley competes at the defensive end on the floor.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Check of the stats for Drummond. Coming off a terrific season. 1st in rebounding, 8th in steals, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And getting back to the fact that he led the league in rebounding, you know how hard that is? What a tremendous asset to the team. Now, here's Mitchell. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City.
And he did great work on the defensive end, too, with 3 steals on the night.
Again, Conley missing.
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship.
Here's Ingles. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Good finish in transition by Joe Ingles. And on the other side, you have to make sure you get back and defend.
James against Ingles. Davis dishes to James. Now Davis. 26 points for him last game against Houston.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle, he brought energy, and he brought it on the glass.
He had stolen by Ingles. Here's Bogdanovich. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles.
I like that play by Joe Ingles. Doesn't have anything he wants, keeps the ball moving.
And there's the pass to Drummond. He dishes it to James. Drills it from outside. James has got 11 points.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. Unloads from 13. And again, it's Utah.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. James outside. Knocked loose. He had stolen by Ingles. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. Shot from the low block. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Here's Conley following the basket by LeBron James. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Schroeder against Conley. Bogdanovich, that's for two. Rebound the Lakers. Inside. And the dunk by LeBron.
LeBron is having himself a game. Staying aggressive, playing with a lot of force.
Conley dishes to Mitchell. Releases. And the shot is long.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Schroeder passes to Drummond. There's the dish to LeBron. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
There's a built-in respect for coaches who played in the NBA. The Jazz, Quinn Snyder, never made it that far. But as a point guard, he helped Duke make 3 Final Four appearances.
And the Jazz call time here. Smitty, Snyder also an All-American in high school. 2-time Washington State Basketball Player of the Year in high school.
Led Mercer Island to a state title. And then experienced coaching in college, the G League, and abroad. He's a lifer, and he's been around the game far and wide.
He's checked in for Utah. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. Rudy Gobert, #1, and, of course, Montrezl Harrell.
As well as these two shot the ball, it was a nightmare situation for a defender guarding either one of them. It's so hard to stop them from getting their shots off.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And that quick first step that Caldwell Pope possesses is lethal. Drawing the contact there thanks to his aggressiveness.
The Lakers have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good from Caldwell Pope. Steve, the league has broadened the definition of clear path foul. You think that'll discourage the wrap-up fouls that stop those fast breaks?
Yeah, I think so, because the guy's coming downhill with that type of force. And if you do wrap him up, and sometimes your coaches want you to because of the situation, but it's hard, and it could create a lot of injury. So I do like the clear path fouls.
Jazz trail by 10. Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich. Mitchell looking it over. Back to Bogdanovich. Clarkson against Schroeder to halt the run, and it's sent back by Drummond.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 6. Clarkson kicks to Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. They grab their own miss, and there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. Lakers leading by 12. James with it. He's got 17. And James throws it down.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Now, here's Mitchell. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Loads it up for Davis. It's tipped. That one misses. Gobert with the defensive effort. Jazz trail by 14. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Outside Bogdanovich. They could use a bucket. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Failure to take care of the basketball against Donovan Mitchell. You're asking for trouble.
To the paint. Here's Schroeder. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Mitchell. From deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. During his tenure in Utah, Coach Quinn Snyder has quickly earned the appreciation of his players, including Rudy Gobert.
We're very lucky to have a coach like that. He really takes everything, with heart, and he wants us to be the best defensive team in the league, as I do. And I think when the coach and the players are on the same page, usually, good things happen.
Coach Snyder doing a terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vamonos. And, guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Caruso in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Clarkson dishes to Ingles. Schroeder against Clarkson. Passes it to Gobert. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gobert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The evolution of Gobert's offense, much more fluid now at that end.
Schroeder kicks to LeBron. Wing shot on the way. That's good from Davis on the assist by James. James has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
And it's in there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
He kicks to Davis. Back to James. Pass to Davis. And they double up Davis. Clock at 4. Here's Caruso. And the Lakers get it back. And it's Davis finishing it off.
High above the rim. Not many guys have that kind of length and vertical. AD, one of the few.
Pass to Gobert. Moutier looking around. There's the pass to Bogdanovich. Clarkson on the wing. 9 points last game out. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul, and they were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz, D.A. Thank you. Now, Ingles, following the three-point attempt by Anthony Davis. Here's Bogdanovich. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Bogdanovich has got 8 points.
Yeah, Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
Schroeder passes to Davis. Kicks to James. LeBron is doubled. Back to Davis. 5 to shoot. Here's Schroeder. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Moutier, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And every so often, Steve, we'll see 2 teammates fighting over a rebound. You ever have a teammate upset with you for stealing his rebound?
A lot, Kevin. All the bigs I played with, those guys hated when guards came in. They would elbow you, and if you're on their same team, saying, "Get out of here," especially for a lot of those bigs. It was a lot of rebound incentives in their contract, so they wanted to grab every rebound.
A free throw good for Moutier.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
And the Lakers making a change here. Kuzma's checked in, and Utah with a change here too. O'Neal's checked in for Bogdanovich. Both free throws good from Moutier. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. 17 points was their biggest margin. To the middle, here's Kuzma. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
This is the shot you want, right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Now here is Davis. He's got 9, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Rudy Gobert, 3rd.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Now here's Gobert. 10 points for him. And he makes that one. Clarkson's got his 2nd basket of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Caruso, guarded by O'Neal. Caruso, no good.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
13 feet away. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Lakers leading by 11. Floats it up for Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
What a beautiful play, and it was great timing. Then the athletic finish by 80.
Moutier against Schroeder. Gobert down low. Rebound by Harrell.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Jazz have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Moutier against Schroeder. It's stolen by Gobert. Now, here's Clarkson. Guarded closely. And he lays it straight in. Clarkson's got 6 points.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Caruso, the pass to Schroeder. Here's the floater. Gobert with the block. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Clarkson's running. And the lead is down inside single digits. 8 points for him.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Out to the right wing. Caruso looking for an opening. Inside, it's tipped. It's stolen by Gobert. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Misses the chippy right there. 3-on-3. Here's Schroeder. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. And the Lakers lead by 10. Moutier against Schroeder. Here's Clarkson. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
The Jazz shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
The first free throw is good.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
Mike Conley's checked in for Emmanuel Moutier. And so he makes both from the line.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's Caruso. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And it's Schroeder missing.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Pass to O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here.
Dennis is all over that one. You love the effort.
The Jazz with another miss. Loads it up for Davis. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Pass to Gobert. Conley dishes to Clarkson. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Here's Schroeder following the bucket by the Jazz. Baseline jumper, and Davis can't get it to go. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Pass to Gobert. Now, here's Clarkson. He's covered closely. Here's Conley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Last season, Mike Conley became the Grizzlies' all-time leader in points scored. He was already first in assists, steals, and three-pointers.
first one falls. And Smitty, when it's all said and done, Mike Conley's jersey has to go in the Memphis Raptors.
Absolutely. Over a decade in a Grizzlies uniform, he helped lead them to the best years in franchise history.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Andre Drummond's checked in for Harrell, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Alex Caruso. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
It's so good to see Mike Conley out there. After all the injuries, I just love how the offense runs with him at the helm.
Now here's Schroeder. He's got 6. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles.
A defense unto himself. Rudy Gobert regarded by his team as the Utah Jazz version of Bill Russell.
Checking out numbers for Clarkson. Some last season stats for him. Last season put up about 17 points per, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And to have a knockdown shooter like that coming off the bench, a great asset for any coach.
For sure, things can get stagnant without that spark plug. He always seems to supply points for them in bunches.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. 7 points in the game. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Plays with such a fearlessness. Kuzma is terrific at staying engaged and forcing the issue.
And Smitty, the standing reach of Gobert, 9 foot 7 inches. He's around the rim before he leaves his feet.
Yes, Kevin, the most efficient shots in basketball are dunks and layups, and he makes them hard to come by.
He misses the free throw. No good on the second free throw.
In positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
And the basket by Ingles.
They thought Ingles would be looking for the jumper. Instead, he puts his head down and makes a play.
And the Lakers have possession, following the bucket by the Jazz. Back to Schroeder. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. On the wing, Davis. Ingles covering. Los Angeles with another miss. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
Now, here's Kuzma, following the miss by Anthony Davis. Kuzma passes to Drummond to end the cold streak, and the layup is good. Drummond's got his second basket.
Not many do a better job of carving out space for himself than Andre Drummond.
Conley against Schroeder. Floats one up, and it's sent back by Drummond. Kuzma left side. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Bucket is good. And now an 8-point Laker lead.
And they've been working hard on the offensive glass here in the second, and it's paying dividends. They're getting a lot of second chance points.
Now here's Conley. The Jazz working the ball around now. Clarkson, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Davis. The Jazz have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. The first one at the line is good.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
And Utah making a change here. Davis is checked in. And both free throws good for Clarkson. There's 1:38 left to play here in the half. The pass to Davis. Ingles with the rebound.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Here's O'Neal. Sweet little floater.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
1:09 left here in the second. Kuzma finds Davis, and they double up Davis. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Clarkson against Caldwell Pope. Clarkson passes to Conley. Shot clock at 6 from 10 feet out. Here's Ingles, and Davis sends it back.
Good job by AD, not giving up on the play, tracking the ball, blocking the shot. Appreciate the hustle.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. James checked in for the Lakers. Bogdanovich is checked in for Utah. Davis kicks to LeBron. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Mitchell, he's checked in for Clarkson. There's 21 seconds left in the first half. And here is Mitchell. 6 points for him. Right wing, Conley with a wide open look. Here's Davis, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And what I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Los Angeles on top, leading by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what concerns you most about the first half?
Well, I think the tempo is in their favor right now. They're fast, and they're getting up and down the floor, so they're running out in transition.
Got to beat them to the punch. Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 21 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
They obviously came in wanting to push the action. And so far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on defense.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and it helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 17 points was their biggest margin. And so in the game for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Gobert in at the center. Now here's Drummond, 4 on the clock. From beyond the arc, Gobert with the block. Outside Conley. Passes it to Mitchell. Here's Gobert. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope against Mitchell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mitchell's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Jazz.
Great job getting it to go after he takes the hit. Mitchell plays with a force every night.
And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Here's Conley. Dishes to Mitchell. It's stolen by Davis. James, that's a two-pointer. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
He dishes it to Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
If you're the defense, not much you can do. Donovan Mitchell had his mind made up. Bad intentions.
To the inside. Gobert with the block. They get it back. Davis against Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. Goes back up. And it's finished off by Schroeder as he lays it in. Schroeder's got 8.
That's next level stuff from AD. One of the great scorers in the game. He draws the eyes of the defense and locates the open man.
Now here's Conley. Gobert. And that one is good. He's got 12.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
Outside, Davis. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. Timeout called the Lakers. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated. see the stat sheet here on Mike Conley. He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged 21 points a game, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
And we have to give him props. It's rare these days to see someone dominate the glass so single-handedly.
And I tell you, Bogdanovich is crafty inside. Knows how to get under the skin of the defense there and forces them to foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And the signing of Bojan Bogdanovich, a great move for the Jazz. With his shooting, more spacing for Gobert and Mitchell to operate, he's capable of creating shots on his own as well.
That one drops. He ties it up. And in a league obsessed with shooting, easy to see why Bojan Bogdanovich has solidified himself as a key player.
I mean, over 40% from long range in recent years, competes defensively. He's a player.
Now here is Conley, following the miss by Anthony Davis. Conley kicks to Mitchell for the lead. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Drummond's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Los Angeles making a switch here. Harrell's checked in. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Mitchell finds Conley. Outside Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
James drops it in from 11 feet. James has got 23 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Mitchell. High arcing shot, and it's sent back by Drummond. Outside for Caldwell Pope. To the paint. And LeBron throws it down.
Not much anyone can do to stop that. LeBron flexing at the rack.
Conley against Schroeder. Conley the pass to Gobert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower, probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those 2 needs better than anyone in the league.
2 shots.
A free throw drops for Gobert.
Rudy Gobert can change the game in so many ways. He does it with his length, his height, and his impact.
Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And so he's able to get one of two.
I love this. Andre Drummond has gone on record saying he is one of the last true centers in the league. Hard to argue with that statement, given how Drummond has played.
The rebounding and defense Drummond provides, Smitty, feels similar to an old-school center.
Yeah, it does. Drummond is still very effective, even without having an outside shot. But he's gotten better at that. Most centers now can shoot threes, but Drummond is happy to stick to what he does best.
No good on the free throw.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
Here's Drummond. Good D by Bogdanovich.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Now here's Conley. Back to Bogdanovich. This one for 3. And James pulls it down. Lakers leading by 3. Down low. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Looking now at some numbers from Montrezl Harrell.
Last year, getting it done. 5th in field goal percentage, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year. And the Jazz call time here. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
Take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Drummond.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's got 10. They double-team Conley. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
What a game for Rudy. We don't expect this every night, but it's an encouraging sign.
Here's Schroeder. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. Drummond working against Gobert to the left side wing. With some arc. Good D by Drummond.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
James with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. Pass to Caruso. To the middle. And that one's good. Schroeder. Schroeder's got 12 points in the game.
We talk about Schroeder's toughness. Just shrugs off the hit and keeps on going.
Conley against Schroeder. Outside Bogdanovich. He feeds it to Mitchell. And here's Conley outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. 5 points in the game.
And this is something Conley's worked on since entering the league, his ability to stretch the floor.
Schroeder passes to James. Feeds to Harrell. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 7th assist here tonight.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Conley against Schroeder. Here's Bogdanovich. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. James finds Schroeder. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Tremendous work inside by Dennis, using every inch of his frame to finish.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. Lets it go from 11. And too long on the shot. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. And the dunk by James.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Conley dishes to Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Drummond's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Very pretty alley-oop layup. And it's a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now here's Gobert. He's got 15. Mitchell outside. They need this. And again with the rebound. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by O'Neal. The pass to Conley. Finished off the break. Conley's got 5 points now this quarter.
The track star DNA for Conley on full display in the open court.
James looking around. Passes to Harrell. Dish now to Schroeder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
Jazz trail by 10. A minute 42 left in the third. Here's Mitchell, and it's sent back by Drummond. Tries again. He blocks it again. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
And they double up James. He kicks it to Harrell. Here's Caruso, covered by Mitchell. O'Neal against LeBron. Here's Drummond. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Drummond's got 8.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Conley against Schroeder. And it's sent back by Drummond. But they recover it. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That's his first foul. Davis is checked in for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Alex Caruso. Davis is checked in for Utah. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Michael Conley. Lakers leading by 12. Schroeder outside. James against Mitchell. Davis. Drummond trying to get himself free. That's good from Davis on the assist by James. LeBron's got his 9th assist in the game now. Jazz trail by 14. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bogdanovich finds Mitchell. Shoots over Schroeder. He trains the turnaround jump shot. 14 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell, he covers every base, even showing the touch from mid-range.
LeBron against Mitchell. Knocked away. In transition, here come the Jazz. And the layup's good off the glass. Mitchell's got 10 points here in the second half.
A disruptor at both ends. Mitchell's capable of taking over at any moment.
And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Jazz trail by 10. LeBron James is out there with Caldwell Pope. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Drummond in at the 5 spot. That's the Laker 5. Now here's LeBron following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Great scorers have this ability. Let LeBron get that close. That's 2 points or a trip to the line.
First free throw is good.
A guy who's won almost every award in the book. LeBron does as much for the NBA off the court as he does on it.
And both free throws good for LeBron. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. A 12-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Now, here's Clarkson. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Ball's knocked loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Jazz trail by 10. The wide open look here for Ingles. No good with the triple.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
James kicks to Caldwell Pope. Now Drummond. 6 to shoot. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Kuzma's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You just love LeBron's patience. Scanning the floor, delivers the basketball on point and on time.
Now, here's Mitchell. to Clarkson. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
LeBron with it. Kuzma outside. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to James. It's stolen by Ingles. In transition, here come the Jazz. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
That play right there, you see Mitchell's impressive speed and body control in the open court.
Bogdanovich against LeBron. Here's Drummond. A putback. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. Inside, here's Clarkson. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Pass to Drummond. Caldwell Pope outside. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. And they double up Davis. Clock at 6. Caldwell Pope against Clarkson. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket. And the Lakers lead by 9.
All heart from Caldwell Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
To the paint, here's Clarkson. And good that time.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
One shot.
Lakers leading by 6. Now the pass to Drummond. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And James gets it to go on the assist by Drummond. Drummond's got 3 assists tonight.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
Now, here's Clarkson. On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Clarkson. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Over Davis. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Bogdanovich.
And you just love that concentration level that Bogdanovich possesses. Even when the D's crowding him, he stays locked in on that cup.
And yes, it's good. 34 points for LeBron.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Mitchell passes to Clarkson. On the wing, Ingles. Mitchell against LeBron. Now, here's Clarkson. Not a lot of room. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. 17 points was their biggest margin. Mitchell against Caldwell Pope. Goes back up. LeBron, no good. Jazz trail by 9. Mitchell outside. Shoots over Kuzma. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 4 this quarter.
Well, when it comes to carrying an offense, few young players do it as well as Donovan Mitchell.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Bogdanovich against Davis. Unloads from 13. And Drummond is right there. And the Lakers lead by 9.
Drummond is very active on the offensive glass. This is where he can pile up a lot of points.
Caldwell Pope brings the double team. Here's Mitchell. And Davis sends it back. James against Ingles. LeBron drives in, and it goes down 2 points. James has got 36.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now, here's Clarkson. Over Caldwell Pope. It's Drummond with the rebound. Lakers leading by 11. To the inside. A nice shot by LeBron. LeBron's got 38 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Right side Davis. Knocks it loose. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Clarkson for the Jazz. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. And it's Mike Conley in for Joe Ingles. And both free throws good for Clarkson. Lakers leading by 11. Schroeder passes to Davis. Kicks to James. That's in there. Davis with the assist. James has got 40 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Gobert. They get it back, and it's sent back by Drummond. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. O'Neal's checked in for Utah. Utah calls timeout, and the defensive impact that Andre Drummond can have on the floor is a major factor.
Well, you know that Drummond is going to do the work of 3 players on the glass, but he's also been a solid rim protector who makes up for his height with great timing and reach.
Presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Schroeder against Conley. Gobert dishes to Mitchell. That one good for 2. Mitchell's got 22 points.
Already with a bullseye on his back, Donovan Mitchell reacts to the defense, and he scores.
James outside. LeBron is doubled. Caldwell Pope outside. Drummond trying to get himself free. It's good on the putback.
Hard to keep Andre from doing this when he's motivated. One of the league's best at following up shots.
Conley against Schroeder. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. The feed to Schroeder. He can't get it to go. And it's Utah the other way. O'Neal up top. And the rejection by LeBron.
When he blocks shots, they are usually on the highlight reel. LeBron James with another one.
Schroeder passes to James. Over Bogdanovich. Misses the baby hook. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Down by 15. Pass to Conley. They double team Conley. He feeds it to Mitchell. Over Caldwell Pope. And it's denied.
And love the defensive activity from KCP. Selling out there for the block. And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that door.
And James throws it down.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Good. 9 points for Conley.
And Conley, because of his quickness and wingspan, he plays bigger than his size.
Schroeder kicks to Drummond. Caldwell Pope outside. Can't hit from 12. Jazz trail by 15. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Dishes to LeBron. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
The defender gets caught in a bad position. LeBron powerful enough to convert through contact. Let's see what he does at the line.
And he's a great scorer, but Anthony Davis's defensive impact, Smitty, perhaps even greater. Do you think he has a chance to ever win Defensive Player of the Year?
Without a question, Kevin. On a team with more weapons, he can focus on the defensive end more. We saw that with Kevin Garnett, who won his Defensive Player of the Year award his first season in Boston.
Free throw, no good for LeBron. Jazz trail by 17. Conley dishes to Gobert. Count it.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Caldwell Pope against Mitchell. And they double up James. To the paint. Here's Drummond. Trying to get open is Davis. Gobert with the defensive effort. Utah's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Conley gets the bucket.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Lakers leading by 13. Pass to Drummond. We've got 1:18 left to play in the final quarter. And a miss there on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
They get the rebound. Here's Bogdanovich. And Davis sends it back.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Los Angeles.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Gobert. Bogdanovich finds Gobert. No good on that one. Great D that time from Davis. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. 5 to shoot. With the floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 17.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend, we have to play for one another, and we have to be selfless. You know, it's not about the individual, it's about the team, and if we all give in to what the team needs to do to be better, then we'll be okay.
It is a work in progress, LeBron. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.